Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the 49ers going up against the Bengals.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Defense showing blitz. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Lutz now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And as he sees the play clock ticking down, Marvin Lewis decides to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right, pushing through the contact. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. The This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think. Think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go. What? Ohio.
They run the counter now on first down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Set up a throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDaniel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun to the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give
rush coming, and he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A Big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now back to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Come on, let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McDaniel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. To throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Flex round! Flex round! It's coming, double up! Ohio, let's go! Ohio! Kill! Show me that! Ohio! Rush it!
They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Finding some room at midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this
you're
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So the offense lining up first and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Call down near the goal line. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Nick, it's 3 to 4 yards. That's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be 49er football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this one through the uprights and good. Lutz now to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They're going to try and throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Now they try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got some space here. A big hit. Knocked out sideways near the 34-yard line. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on, let's go!
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it.
That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Let's go!
And he fires one incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Here we go! Ohio!
And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go! 38!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they try the right side here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There you go, partner. 3-deep zone, what we call cover 3. Free safety right in the middle of the field. Going to be deep as the deepest wide receiver and able to make a play on the football. Notice how they kind of funneled everything towards him? Because they know that they got a guy who can react to either side and get a hand on the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Come on, let's go. 4 down. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a late score here in this one. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Lutz now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. Back to throw again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky mate. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.